Next 48-hour reading. Let's go ahead and see what is here for you, what you can expect in the next 48 here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you know every time I post for your sign. And also comment down below if this resonates with you. If you're returning, welcome back. I love you so, so much. Okay, and also keep in mind, guys, I am open for personal readings. Everything you need to know will be in the description box. Okay, so let's get into it. Next 48 for Taurus was coming towards Taurus. Okay, Two of Wands. I just heard proposal. Okay, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Pentacles, and the Hangman with the Page of Cups. Empress in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. When I heard proposal, I automatically thought about work here, right? So Taurus, in the next 48 hours, this could be some sort of change that's happening in your workplace. And someone's going to propose that you take on a different position, propose that maybe you step down in the company or leave the company. Like someone's going to make a intense, I want to say like an intense suggestion, or there's going to be a very intense gesture that's made towards you. It's almost like it goes without saying, or someone's being very subliminal. Like it's almost like somebody subliminally like trying to let you go, or like hint at the fact that something has come to an end here, because maybe they're afraid of like disappointing you or like hurting your feelings here. They're not being assertive, they're not being blunt, they're not being like real with you in a situation here, because they're afraid of the outcome, they're afraid of your response, they're afraid of how, you're going to react to this, right? They want to keep the peace here, okay? Ace of Rods in reverse, the Star in reverse, Chariot. I feel like you're not going to like what someone has to say. The Moon in reverse, Justice in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Page of Rods in reverse. I feel like, yeah, there's definitely some sort of communication for you, Taurus. You've been down this lane before. You've been faced with this before is what I'm feeling here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse on the bottom. You've already been through this, right? And you're like, hell no, I'm not doing this again. No way I'm faced with this again. For some of you, this could be about a job, right? Maybe you just got comfortable. Look, we have the Emperor card. That usually represents like the CEO, the boss, the entrepreneur, right? Something is being removed from your life here so that something better can come in. And for some of you, this may even have something to do with you working for yourself. You need to work for yourself. You need to be your own boss. You need to be in control of your money, right? I'm also getting something about a work environment here, right? Something about maybe you being stationary, right? So if you are stationary and you work maybe like a remote job, this could be universe is pushing you to do something that's a little more active, requires you to be around more people, to network, to socialize, because you are supposed to be an influence of some kind, or maybe an influencer, for some of you, right? You're supposed to be seen, you're supposed to be in the spotlight, you're supposed to be communicating a lot with a lot of people here, right? For some of you, you're being called to be a speaker, a leader, a teacher, right? And possibly in whatever it is that you've learned from this job here that you could possibly be detaching from. Something's coming to an end. You're not going to like it, but it's what you need here. It's not what you want, but it's what you need in the next 48 hours. Okay. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be pretty upset about this. And it's expected, but I mean, you'll get over it because what's on the other side of this is the Ten of Pentacles here. Right? For some of you, this could be you making a decision to leave something behind, depart from it. And this could be like your family and loved ones coming up against you. Like, why would you leave? Why would you walk away from that job? It was paying you 6 figures, or it allowed you to live comfortably or have the house that you wanted, the car to, like, people have something to say about this decision you're about to make, Taurus. And I feel like you're going to be telling people to kiss your ass here, right? Or you could literally be quitting a job. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? And this could be at a time where, you least expect or you're not ready for that, right? Eight of Swords in reverse. You're being forced out of a challenging situation. King of Pentacles in reverse. And Eight of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, the challenging situation, the challenging situation you're being forced out of is working these 9 to 5 jobs. You're working, 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 working. You're not really getting anywhere, right? You might have a fat savings account, or, you're comfortable. It's familiar. It's easy. Now it's easy work, easy money for you now, right? You're kind of on this like hamster wheel, it's like, what do you call it? You're on autopilot now with this job, right? And you thought, okay, maybe this is the life that I'm going to live. I'm going to do this until I retire and have kids and whatever it is, whatever your old goals were, your intentions were for this job that's being cleared out, right? So there could be an energy of you feeling annoyed, you feeling irritated, you feeling bothered because something has become what was once something very comfortable and familiar and satisfying is becoming the complete opposite now. Now you're uncomfortable in this situation. Now you want some sort of change. You want some sort of movement. You're no longer being patient with this person, place, thing, whatever this is. You're like, all right, I'm done. I'm done being patient. I'm done being nice about it. I'm done settling. I need something new. I need to shake some shit up, right? You're going to be shaking some shit up in the next 48 hours. And for some of you, this could just be you up one day, waking up like, fuck this job, and you quit your job, right? And you actually start to put that money maybe you saved from working this job so many years or for such a long time, putting it into a passion project, into a business, into something you can work for yourself. You can make your own money. You can call the shots. You're in control of your day, your schedule. I heard for some of you, when you eat, maybe you work a job, you don't really get that many breaks. The breaks aren't long enough, right? You're not eating, or you're overeating, overspending because you work a certain job. Whatever it is, this job, I really feel like it is about work. This job has become an inconvenience to you. It doesn't simplify your life anymore. It makes things more complicated. You're becoming very irritable in this place where you are presently. For some of you, it could be about a person, right? Maybe you have an individual in your life who says, I'm going to get it together. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Or I'll have a job by this time. Or I'll move out by this time. Or I'll have my shit together by this time. And you're always there being this person, saving grace, picking the pieces up, you know, picking up their slack, that type of thing, and giving them grace, being patient with this person. Like, okay, I know you're going through a struggle. I know you're going through a rough time. So I'm going to give you time to, pull your shit together. But I feel like this person has maybe overstayed their welcome or is now taking advantage of your kindness here, taking advantage of the freedom that you've given them, the time that you've given them, and they're not moving, they're not making any changes. Their energy is still the same as it used to be when you guys first addressed the situation here and came up with some sort of compromise. You're not compromising your peace of mind anymore to satisfy someone else or a job, right? You mean business, Taurus, in the next 48 hours. And I feel like you're going to let it be known to these group of people, or, whatever your situation, what this is. I'm just reading the energy. But I feel like you're fed up with something or someone, or even with yourself. You're fed up with, doing the same thing over and over again, or being stuck in a certain pattern here, right? Being stuck in fear. Okay. So you're getting serious about something, Taurus. You're cracking down on something. You're becoming more disciplined when it comes to something that's like hitting home for you, right? You could be in your emotions heavy about it. High Priestess, yeah, you know what you need to do. I almost called you the High Priestess. You could be the High Priestess. For some of you, I could be talking to, readers. I could be talking to intuitives. You could have psychic spiritual gifts, right? You're very gifted. And you could be being called to pursue a spiritual path, a journey where you are teaching other people. You are healing other people, right? You're very gifted. Maybe your dreams have been more vivid lately. Maybe, it's just been a lot of like spooky little instances going on. I feel like those are your spirit guides and angels trying to trigger you, trying to shake you up. I feel like, because I do feel like you're very tapped in and gifted, and you've been getting a lot of signs in your dreams, Taurus, to move in another direction here. And even if this is not like a spiritual practice of some kind, this is telling you like, okay, you've elevated, you have risen above, this cycle that you've been in, and it could be with a job here, right? Or this is telling you don't go back to something old. Don't settle for something that you've already done, been there, done that type of energy. You need to continue elevating and listen to your intuition. Listen to the callings of your heart. Are you answering the call here? Right? Are you really doing what's making you happy? Or are you settling because maybe it's a good salary, it's predictable money, it pays the bills, it makes you look good in the eyes of other people. Whatever your reason is it's not good enough anymore. It's not enough. It's just not enough anymore. And I feel like if this is pertaining to your belief systems and maybe fear of change, this is your spirit guides telling you that you've run out of time, right? They're now about to force you into another direction. And that could be why you're irritable now, too, because you feel like a shift taking place in your energy and it's out of your control here. Okay. So you're being forced to get up out of like a lazy mentality, like settling for doing the bare minimum or having a very simple, easy. No, you're the bull, you're the Taurus. Okay? You take life by the horns, you take action. You set your eyes on a target and you go after it. Full speed ahead, charging right at it like the bull, right? You don't sit still and just wait for things to fall in your lap. Now, this is God asking you to take control of your passions, go after your dreams, your desires. This is the time to do it. You've done all you can for this situation here. You've put in the time, the effort, the work. For some of you, you've saved up enough money for you to leave this job, quit this job, and still be afloat in your finances while you start this business here or pursue this creative endeavor, whatever you're being called to. I feel like you know what it is. You're the high priestess. You know what it is. You're very tapped in and connected, right? You don't need a whole bunch of signs to get the picture. But I feel like you've been sitting with this picture. You've been sitting with this understanding for way too long and no action being done. You haven't done anything new. Or you start and you stop. You start and you stop. You start and you stop. You need to be more consistent in your energy if you want this flow of abundance to come in. Where your passion goes, the money flows here, right? So that's not something you will have to worry about. But now it's about you just starting and being consistent and disciplined with it, and knowing that it is a work in progress and it may take time. And you may have to sacrifice maybe spending as much money as you used to, buying those nice things, going out, going to certain events and splurging and living a certain, you may have to sacrifice that, pull back, be humble, be more frugal, with your money, and really hone in and focus on whatever God is calling you to right now. For some of you, you could be being called to start a podcast, a blog, write a book, it's something that requires you to sit down and be still, but it's affirmative action that's being done. It's progress being made. At least you're not sitting down and being still and working for someone who will probably never allow you to be flexible and move up in that company, or really allow you to express your talents and your gifts as you would if you were focusing on yourself. Taking the initiative to begin something new that is more satisfying than what you settled for long enough. Okay. Okay. Yep, it's time to drop the burden. Ten of Wands on the bottom. Let it go. Time to let it go. Okay, let's pull some of these. I feel like this was going to be a short message for you, Taurus, because you already know what you're supposed to be doing. Fern here. And accept your gifts. Yep. You can't even ignore it no more with the birch energy. That's why you mad. Because it's being put right in your face here. You're so close to achieving your goals, your dreams, or something is finally building up the momentum to take off, but you could feel restricted in your schedule, restricted by a job, a person, habits, things that tend to be a roadblock for you every time you attempt to take off in a certain situation or begin this project or go in another direction. There's always something in the way. There's always someone or something that stands in your way from getting what it is that you really want out of life. And that's either you or people that you've allowed to, overstep their boundaries with you too often. You've allowed people into your personal space and they don't know when to, show themselves out pretty much. They don't know when there's a time and a place for everything. But I feel like there's certain people in your life that don't understand that. They don't understand that you need space too, that you need privacy, that you desire certain things as well. You know that you're not always going to show up when they call because you have to focus on certain things that mean the most to you, that is going to set you up for success. Because there's hardly anybody ever calling you, asking you if you need a helping hand. If you need the load lightened a little bit. People look at you like you're a Taurus, like you're a bull, you're strong enough, you're capable enough, you got this. It's a lot of people in your life that know you got it like that money-wise too. So they call you to come out and spend your hard-earned money. So you may fall into that trap a lot, because you want to be social and you want to entertain your friends and certain things that are fun, That's cool, that's good, but there has to be balance as well, right? So something's coming in to shake you up, Taurus, and you're not going to like it, right? Either this is you leaving a situation or a situation is kicking you to the curb. But just know it's happening for a reason, and the universe is setting this up to happen to now put you into gear to moving in the direction you were always supposed to go in. You were never supposed to settle or get comfortable here, Taurus, at all. At all. Okay, affirmations. Grief. Yeah, I mean, for a while you may think that you've made the wrong decision. You haven't, You may be in regret. Okay, courage. Okay, so your spirit guides are asking you to have courage in this situation. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Move forward towards your dreams and desires with confidence and knowing that the universe has your back. As long as you are being responsible and mindful of your priorities and also mindful of managing your time properly, I feel like you are going to be very successful in something that you truly, truly love here. Okay. Then I say you might be in regret about this. I know that I cannot change the past. Or don't let people in your life convince you that you've made the wrong decision by choosing to put yourself first, right? I feel like you're being called to service. You're being called to step up, to lead, or to do something or create something that is a service to other people, that is healing other people. You're going to be satisfying people the right way. I feel good when I can help others. Freedom. This is going to lead you to financial freedom that you have yet to touch. You think working this job and, you being able to become financially stable and free to maybe do the things that you want with your friends and family and show off and look good and glamorous. You think that that's freedom, and it's not. You have yet to touch it. You have yet to really know what freedom feels like. And freedom feels like when you break free from the system and you build that financial freedom and wealth, right from the desires of your heart. It's something that you created from scratch. And it's become something so much bigger and so impactful that you're actually being of service to the universe and to other people with your voice, with your craft, with something that you have created from your core. But it was placed there for a reason here. And that's why that high priestess was out here, because you know what this is. You know exactly what it is. You need to release your worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It's time to release that job. Okay? Now, it's still entirely up to you. You still have free will. Don't take this reading and, go make a decision and then come back and regret it and all of that. Still listen to your intuition, but I feel like whatever you're being called to commit to, you're going to fall in love with it. You're going to be on it like clockwork, I promise. Once you allow yourself the space to really vibrate on this energy of love and passion and creativity, it's gonna take off for you. For some of you, you could even be starting a family business here. Something that you and your kids, even the elders in your family, like this is something that's gonna bring a lot of people together. You're gonna be healing a lot of people here. And at a point, you may be even able to give other people jobs. So you just never know. Yeah, empathy. I said you might be giving other people jobs. You may be so well off and so financially free. And whatever this business is for you is going to grow so much to the point where the people that you were once celebrating with, while you were working at 9 to 5, and maybe all of you were very much content where you were, you're going to surpass those people, and now they're going to be looking to you for guidance, for help, asking you, how did you get there? What inspired you? And you may even be in position to put these people on to jobs or networking or meeting people. It takes one person to take the leap of faith, right? And maybe amongst your friend group, you all share something very much in common. You all are doing the same thing. You have the same beliefs, right? So there isn't too many people around you that are saying, hey, I think you should take that leap of faith, because they don't want to be left behind. They feel like they're going to miss you. There's a lot of people that appreciate your energy. You bring people a lot of peace and comfort. You're like a warm blanket that they don't want to let go of. But they know you're deserving of so much more. They know you will have so much more one day, right? So it's your job to go and be fearless and do the things and have the courage that so many people in your life lack, right? But you were given the gift. You were given the call. So it's time to answer the call, Taurus. For you and for everyone else who is rooting for you. And you may not even know it. Okay? There is a nation of people waiting for you to show up, waiting to see what you have, waiting to hear what you have, waiting to see what you're made of. Because when I tell you whatever this is that God has placed on your heart to do, it's going to change so many lives. You are a blessing to so many people, and you don't even realize the magnitude of how much your energy heals and impacts masses of people at a time. And this is why God doesn't want you to be in a position that's you're being still and you're operating on autopilot where you're not seen, where you're not on public display. Taurus, I feel like you're supposed to be on public display. Okay? So go after your dreams, whatever that is for you, because it's going to work out. It's going to be the best decision that you've ever made. You're setting yourself up to have true freedom, comfort, and a peace of mind. And whatever this is that you're tapping into, you're going to fall deeply in love with it, right? It's not even going to feel like work anymore. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. Comment down below if this resonates with you, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.